song. Okie dokie. There he is. There's Honeyfall. I'll listen to this one again. I love this song so much. tried to color with a crayon on there for some reason. Weird. Saying it was harder than I thought. Thanks Dyson, or who is ever on the Sherry account at the moment. Appreciate it. Yeah, it's an old relationship I used to have with a fellow that called themselves Honeyfall. It's pretty personal, but we used to be pretty close. Emphasis on pretty close, because, well, I only knew them so well. But they were really cute, and still have feelings for them. And they have a really adorable OC, as you can see at the bottom right. They love Doctor Who. But I don't know where they are now, so they're probably off succeeding in life. But I haven't heard from them in almost a year now. Went off to college. I'm sketching my ex-boyfriend, just like the title says. His name is Honeyfall. Oh yeah, that's right. I screwed up these front hooves so bad. Looks so awkward. Gotta fix all of this, man. I mean, all of this is gonna look screwed up. Very unfamiliar with this pose. Yep. And I'm trying to cool myself down so I can sleep tonight. And me being not productive all day has been bugging me, so I'm finally getting around to drawing something. Not being productive for the past few days, really, but still. No, I bet. Sorry, Scatters. Sorry to hear that. Some typical drama. I'm just trying to chill and be in my zen for a little while, so be nice and ready to sleep. Oh, thanks. I appreciate that, Sherry. You say successful, but I mean, I don't think I'm successful nearly enough. Not even close. I've got a long way to go, especially as an artist. And as a person. I mean, what I do here is more or less merely for fun too, but like I'm trying to be just like a better artist in general, so when the time comes, maybe I can, you know, consider it as a job. I haven't gotten to that point yet, not in my eyes. Especially when I'm struggling with only pencil sketches. I've never gotten used to tablets. I wanted to. It just hasn't happened yet. Perhaps this hoof is too... I can kind of relate to that, Scatters. Especially because school's hard. Money's not even the issue with me, it's being too dumb just to learn all these random things. Oh man, this looks so weird. Yeah, I do appreciate that, Sherry. I am striving to become a better one. I believe that any artist that really tries hard enough can be a good artist. Because a lot of it just comes with practice, you know. Like back in middle school, all I would draw was Kirby and borderline stick figures, basically. But I had fun drawing it, you know. It was just a bunch of random comics with stick figures, and sometimes with Kirby characters, sometimes without. And it was just for fun, you know. I had a lot of ideas. It was kind of like story building, but more for just joke funsies instead of like anything dramatic. School hard, exactly. But like, I don't know. I'm trying to become better. Should always try and become better. Ah, I see. That's effective because cartoons draw in a lot of people. I mean, of course, live action does, but cartoons are easier to draw. They don't require as much funds to do either, and if it's recognizable enough, it's successful for a business. So, I mean, just look what MLP did to this entire fandom. Like, no one would have expected the whole male community to be involved in it. But look what happened. There's millions, literally millions of people, male and female, that love and enjoy the show. A lot that fell out, and a lot that are still around today. Me included. Well, that certainly doesn't stop Whatever Bender now, does it? I'm pretty sure you're familiar with Whatever Bender. He does the animation style that looks a lot like Ed, Edd n Eddy, and he gets a lot of fans, but he does it in a very smooth fashion. That's understandable. It's just, I have so many more ideas from drawing MLP that I can keep up with, like the fandom's new fads, you know, like Autumn Blaze, and now, I'm guessing, what's her face? Cozy Glow. Cozy Glow is gonna be a thing. Hey, Punk J, welcome. Just doing a short little stream where I draw old relationships. But yeah, as I was saying, Autumn Blaze is a big one, and that other Kieran, I forget its name, the brown one with the green hair, that one has been getting a lot of attention too. And I actually drew Autumn Blaze being like floofy, but I wanted to do more with it. I just didn't know what exactly, because there's already a lot of possibilities. It could be like Anon and Autumn Blaze interaction, of just her being a pet, that kind of stuff. Yeah, I thought that would be really adorable. I think people would enjoy that. And there's already been a lot. Because, you know, the fandom works fast. Even with a dying fandom, somehow people still draw fan art lightning fast. It's insanity. And that's what I love. You wish you could draw Autumn Blaze? I'm sure you could, Scatters. I mean, it's honestly like a pony, but with like more hair and cloven hooves. That's all she is. And I drew her, so I know. She's got a little bit more detail to her, but she's not that hard to draw. Bad poses and all. Nah. You really just gotta do the pose and then see what you can do after that. Try and improve it as much as possible. Look at as many references as you can, if you're really trying to get the pose right. Me, I'm kind of just fudging this because it's a pretty, you know, common pose. And Rodney of all people, what's up? How you doing? Speaking of Rodney and MLP, where's F-Class, I wonder? Last time I saw him, he was doing, I think some Mugen testing? I know he did like one art stream, and I was really intrigued in that because he was really good. He was drawing like fighting game characters. A lot of Colleen matches on YouTube? Really? Well, you don't see too many Colleens on Street Fighter V. Gonna get back into it? As Colleen? That'd be interesting. Heat in the air, I see. Well, hopefully not rip that PC. I've been debating on fixing my AC, but honestly, the natural cool air outside has been just fine for my room and my PC, I think. I think it's a steady 72 without anything on. I try to keep the windows as open as possible. Oh, that's weird. So you're gonna have to buy some screws, I see. Bum, 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 bum. That's what I was afraid of with F-Class. I know they're still recovering over there, and I feel really bad that they're still dealing with that. Other than that, this is an old picture I started like over a year ago, actually, and I just kind of let it sit for a really long time. So honestly, this is just a bunch of me trying to improve it, and I'm kind of satisfied with how it's coming out. At the same time, there's a lot of frustration with anatomy because I don't like doing normal poses, so of course I make it more difficult for me. But I mean, so far it's going. Building PC is scary. Yep, I agree with that. You show up. Yeah, who knows? Don't worry too much about the viewers though, Punk J. Just stream what you want. Doesn't have to be Street Fighter 5, be anything. Just stream what you have fun with. I just happen to have Soul Calibur 6, and it's actually a lot of fun because I can do a lot of different things in it, especially with character creation. And that's what me and my friends have been waiting for, so I've partaken in that instead. Cammy and Colleen matches. Gotcha. Like I said, whatever you want, dude. One touch, you broke your PC. So what, you one touch, man? You one touched your PC and it's broke now? Jeez, man. I didn't know you had the power of anime and God on your side. Or is it God and anime? God and anime on your side. That's crazy, dude. Need to be careful with that. Great power, great responsibility. Well, that's cool, Punk J. Like I said, that's up to you. I'm not gonna lie, I was struggling a lot today with just being motivated enough to stream a drawing. Because especially as an artist, the hardest part for me is always just starting at all. Once I actually get started, it's a little bit easier, but starting is the hardest part. And I remember that I had this still sitting, and I kind of just wanted to finish it, because it's kind of a shame that I never actually got around to finishing this, and it was just a half sketch. Oh, malware, of course. Gotta get that malware bites. Gotta keep it safe as possible. I always get scared of that kind of stuff. Like today, I was actually cleaning out my PC of all the files I didn't want to keep. Actually, didn't realize that this program still saved old streams. So there was a bunch of just old recordings of streams that I was doing. So that took up many gigs of space. But regardless, there's actually one file I was trying to delete out of an entire folder that kept me from deleting it. I thought it was a virus and I got all scared, so I just kept looking into it and trying to delete more and more stuff. I don't really play Street Fighter 5 much, but I still consider Blanca-chan and Abigail my mains at the moment. I mean, I've swapped around all sorts of characters. I've played Fong, I've played Dalzum, Alex, I want to say Laura. Yeah, Laura's another one. But I've never really been serious about that game because I don't really like the lack of mechanics. So instead I've been playing more Tekken, if anything, and now it's been Soul Calibur 6. Yeah, when are you gonna get around to Scream Fortress, Scatters? Don't you have internets for that? Like, a little bit? Not to be insensitive or anything, but you know, I'm sure it's really hard over there for you to get internet. Like me and subs me. Yeah. I mean, there's still TF2 fans out there, so I totally understand. Nope, nah, that's too bad. Like I said, man, whenever you do get around to it, then stream it, you know? Stream with whatever internet that you have. Sorry I can't be of more help to you, but I've given you as much art advice and ideas as I can, and some of it has helped you, so I'm glad for that, but I can't help you with everything, dude. You gotta get over your own limitations, is all I'm gonna say. Hey, you said you really want to play Scream Fortress, so that's up to you. I'm glad you're still optimistic, Scatters. Regardless of how much you rage in TF2 and breaking your keyboard and whatnot. Whenever I rage, I do my best to not throw my controller or hit my keyboard. I try to hit everything around it, so I'm not breaking anything. Yeah. Be lag on your side. Regardless, yeah, it sucks. Oh man, this is gonna look so weird. Let's see. Oh, I'm missing all this. I might as well keep the YouTube chats open on the side. I'm seeing how did I get started into art. Getting into art streams. I've always wanted to do art streams is the thing, right? I never really had like a, let's say, a system of what I wanted to do. Like, I started digital art. After I got into MLP is where I got all my inspiration from, pretty much. Besides middle school, of course, that was all Kirby and stick figures, but it was mainly me trying to be like every other digital artist, and I was just like, and my first program just happened to be either Paint or Anime Studio debut, and that shit was just hard, man, to operate for the first time. That's an animating program, so instead I just got to the point where I just wanted to do art on paper, because I was always had more fun and a much easier time sketching something quicker and with more detail doing it on paper instead. Of course, it's the resources of having to get the paper every time, but to me it's worth it. Digital art will always be prettier, I know that. Let's see, so I don't know what I did wrong with Streamlabs OBS. The OBS one I use seems fine. See, here's the thing, I actually stopped using Streamlabs OBS. Whatever they did with update 11, I think it's because of update 11, it is completely laggy now. And the thing is that Streamlabs OBS actually took a lot of CPU to operate, just in general. OBS works better because it doesn't require as much CPU. Neither does XSplit. XSplit takes a little bit more. That's why there's a good amount of people that don't use it as well. They'd rather use OBS because it doesn't stress your computer as much. But I can use XSplit because my computer can more than handle it, and I'm more familiar with it, so I like it more, you know? It's got little things here and there where I just like it better, so to each their own. So we need to stream some Mega Man X someday. Oh man, Dog Pound Gaming, man, he streams X3 it seems like every other day. he's doing speedruns of that game like every other day, and he's crazy good. He doesn't always complete the game in a time that he wants, but man, he dominates that game almost. Sometimes hard to play that game. Exactly. Like I said, his runs don't go smoothly all the time either. But man, he is very, very familiar with that game. He's among the he actually got hosted by the world record holder of X3. So that was a big accomplishment for him, and I felt really proud of him for that. He was really committed, so he deserved it. Just because you have bad internet, yeah. An older version of OBS would probably be a good idea. Yeah, I wanted to draw in high school more. Actually, the only times that I really drew the things I wanted was actually in art class in high school. So I started to do a lot of cartooning of stuff that I really liked, like Samurai Jack and Camp Laszlo, Foster's Home, a whole bunch of stuff. But yeah, it was, I didn't draw too much. When I did, it was some sort of cartoon related thing, and I had a lot of fun with that. But yeah, I've admired the Silent Hill series from afar, but I never got into it. And then me seeing Scatters play the game, I really want to play the game now. But I actually really liked the Slender fandom at the time when it first like really started coming off the ground, because it was already an old urban legend thing, but you know, then the cancer happened, just like with all fandoms. Well, certain fandoms, I mean, like Undertale and stuff, but it's the certain like community that's really shines above the rest is what I really like to follow. Because I'm not gonna lie, I still like Slender as an idea and a myth. Like, I think it's really mysterious and I like it. That's just my opinion. Like, I even did an entire fan fiction on DeviantArt and FIM fiction, where it's just the main six versus Slender Man. And it was like DBZ style. And I just wanted to write it because I was like very into like DBZ style fighting, and I just kind of wanted to practice writing, and it was just fun. You dying a lot in Silent Hill. You actually did pretty well with those Scatters. You went far. The puzzles are perplexing though. Draw Ed and Nitty in school. I've always wanted to draw Ed and Nitty, just like I've always wanted to draw Courage the Cowardly Dog, but that more so because that's like my favorite cartoon of all time. Yeah, like Ed and Eddie is much harder to draw though. The characters and stuff much cruder, and the detail of them is like rigid. It's interesting. That's what I liked about it. But I could never really get myself to draw it. You know what I mean? I never really had any specific ideas, like fan stories and stuff. Not like MLP, because MLP there's so many that I had ideas for, but Ed and Eddie was pretty drawn out there. But I never had that confidence to be like, you know, I really want to draw Ed and Eddie today and do this idea of something that I saw from an episode, you know? I always wanted to. I really always Like, I really admire the fan arts that could, but wasn't as prominent for me to be in DeviantArt or anything until MLP happened, really. That's actually when I joined DA, is soon after I got into MLP, and then after I did basic training in tech school. That's actually when I started. And that was back in 2012. Back when we thought the Mayans predicted the end of the world. What a time that was. Sorry, water break. I am the same way, Dyson, but more so putting them on paper in the way that I really wanted to see it, you know? Not even like in a painting sort of way, just like expressions and anatomy and all that, you know? Like, I'm having trouble with just this. And ponies are much easier to draw than humans, in my opinion, because they're just, you know, simplistic body, hooves. I don't even have to worry about hands. Hands is an entirely different thing. And, you know, I actually was very interested to find out that they have mannequins and hand models that they sell at Michael's that I could buy. And they're not expensive either. So if you wanted a reference for hands that isn't your own hand, you can actually buy those. But I mean, you have hands in front of your face, so the only thing that I really want is a mannequin, and that you can just find online. So, I don't know. But yeah. That's what I'm saying, like, it's... the journey to become a better artist never ends. That's where I'm trying to get as much commitment as I can into it. Otherwise, you know, I won't improve as much as I want to. And then slowly improve on my anatomy for a little something else, you know, for specific other ideas. YCH and whatnot. Scatters knows the ones. Considering I help him with those, or try to. But people only have so much money, including myself. Which one are you talking about? Your Halloween one? I think I favorited that one. You mean -2 overall, right? Because, you know, there's trolls out there, and there's just haters in general. Yeah. So, I can only tell you so much over that, you know. Yeah, we're picky, yeah. Thing is, people scroll through so many images, they just kind of click whatever they feel like clicking. It's just a like or a favorite or whatever. Can be, yeah. Sometimes it's for good reason. There are troll images on Derpaperu, though. That's kind of what I like about Tumblr, though, is if they really cared, they'd reblog it. And the only option that you have is to like it. So you can't really tell which ones actually dislike it or not. Like I said, whatever you feel like, Scatters. If it's for art purposes, then absolutely do so. So you can get more money and stuff, or try to. But in the meantime, you should be trying to get more ideas and YCHs out there, you know, or at least do something that'll help you. I don't have all the answers, and I already got into a debate with somebody today that was complaining about them not getting any donations and money for their art, and you know, there's only so much I can help them with. And they were not very nice about it. Is there any topic on the stream, or is it just art based? I don't really set any topics for you guys to talk about. You can talk about whatever the heck you want, honestly. You can keep it art related. It really doesn't matter to me. Talk about whatever you want. But I do figure that, you know, it might be related if you talked about art, but honestly, I don't care if you do or not. Hell, I mean, we were just talking about Street Fighter 5. I'm trying to fix this pose because it looks like they're drifting away from Taylor for like no reason. It's supposed to be cuddling. It doesn't really look like cuddling. Oh my god, I've always wanted to learn this instrument or the shamisen. They're both such beautiful sounding instruments. You can have your electric guitar. I want my shamisen. Hell, I'm even honored that anybody showed up this late at night, to be honest. I figured that most people would be more active during, you know, the day. Let's see, let me call myself again. Oh, I see. I think that's pretty interesting, Robin. I think it's actually me that got my sister into MLP, and then she didn't even, well, she didn't keep up with it. And honestly, I don't mind, because she got into realism, and I think that was a really cool thing of her to do. Because she's starting to get really good at realism. I don't think she's posted any of her art. But basically she's been like practicing drawing like, you know, human body parts like eyes and stuff, you know what I mean? And she's gotten really good at it. But yeah, me myself, I've always been into cartoons, so I'd rather just cartoon everything. And anime as well. I love anime. Not like keeping up with a bunch of anime kind of anime, just like the style, you know what I mean? And action scenes and stuff. I made Honey look so freaking small in comparison to me. I gotta fix that. I tried to get into JoJo. I just kind of stopped. Like I said, I really appreciate it. I just haven't really, you know, dedicated myself into watching it because I've been doing other things, you know. I get impatient just watching something happen, and me not being able to do anything besides watch it. I'd rather play video games, you know what I mean? Sometimes if I get interested enough and the story happens to revolve around the anime story that I want to see, then I'll watch it. I don't know though. Also, my YouTube chat's not working for some reason. Like, it's working on restream, but it's like it's not auto-scrolling. There we go. Yeah, same Dyson. Cherry, whoever. Like, JoJo looks fun, you know. Like, I've seen a lot of highlights or whatever you want to call them, scenes from the show, like scenes from My Hero Academia that made me want to watch it. But like, trying to get into it is just like the dedication and having to go through all the filler and all the other stuff is just like, man, that's just a bunch of time you have to dedicate to watching it, you know. MLP alone is a commitment, because that is 72 hours at least of Pony, just of that show alone. Put that into perspective. Of that generation. So it's like me putting my time into watching Sword Art Online that I tried, to Fairy Tail, all of those. The only animes that I've really like finished is, and they're like shorter anime, so like Dead Man Wonderland, Elfen Lied was a fun one, and Higurashi I only got through the first season, and there's a bunch more. And Nichijou I've actually wanted to get into as well, and that was a fun one. Oh, and Hellsing Ultimate. Hellsing Ultimate's a good one. But honestly, I haven't seen too much anime. I know my friend could go on and on about all the anime he's watched, but man, I can't have the same dedication. I'm sorry. See a popular thing and then, you know, maybe jump on board and see some scenes of it and then be like, oh yeah, this character's cool, and then draw something and then kind of be done with it. But my loyalty for something doesn't really run too deep. Like character loyalty in Street Fighter V, I'm not really loyal to them, or really character loyalty in any game. I'm not like super loyal to them because maybe something else catches my eye. I'm bored with this thing, I want to go to the next thing. Maybe it's an ADHD thing, I don't know. That's just kind of always been my case. I used to just watch whatever was on TV and that was that. If I missed an episode, then so be it. Oh, UCB, Amazing Guacamole, hello. Welcome. Tails says hello. Hello. How are you? Just put him like over here, yeah? Try not to block the light too much. Yes, it's your tails. Got a new tails. Yeah, I kind of just wanted to do a short stream tonight because I'm pretty tired. I actually woke up pretty early this morning, so I just kind of wanted to do a short little thing and then go to bed soon. Yep, this is actually my second Tails plushie. The other one I got from my friend. He's a normal one, like normal Tails, but this one's actually like Tails doll Tails. He's got like plastic eyes, which is a pretty interesting touch. But the rest of it is like plushy and stitching, just like the real thing. And he's got a bendable antenna. See? Thought that was pretty cute. I'm not missing anything on Discord. All right.
Alex H with Queckway. Ali in Baltimore would like to wish best buddy Matt a happy...
Oh yeah, Puyo. You know, I think a better opponent for you though would be Baka Senpai. He's much more into Puyo than I am, but because the closest that I've ever gotten to Puyo is Mean Bean Machine. I used to play a bit of that, but nowadays I kind of just I don't know. I don't play as many puzzle games as I feel like I should. But Baka Senpai is more into that. Still waiting for your Ninja Turtles? Oh really? Which Ninja Turtles? Plushies? So that's pretty cool. Oh my god, his hooves look ridiculous. It doesn't look right. It looks like he sprouted a third hoof. I'm roasting the hell out of my own art right now. Hey, come on. There you go. This looks silly. In fact, this is like the middle one. And then this one should be like moved over a little bit. Oh, rare collection figures, nice. Rare figures, you say? Let's see. And I guess for Sonic, I think I just more like Tails than Sonic, you know? Just like the concept of him, and not really the game series so much. Because I mean, I got Sonic Mania, but I never really committed to it. You know what I mean? I appreciate the series more as a fandom than like a game series. AliExpress. Oh, okay. Jeez, it's been like a month? Jeez. It's supposed to be taking this long? That's an awfully long time. It must be shipping from a completely different side of the globe right now. Hell, practically from another planet. But no, I've had similar experiences too. Ah, the limit is 60 days. Jesus, that's still a long time. Jesus Cristo. Jesus Morcia. That waifu from Soul Calibur 6. That is a long time, man. Ah, no problem, Rodney. Have a good sleep and good luck at work tomorrow, man. I appreciate you stopping by, I really do. Yeah, another dimension, yeah. To take 60 days? Like, come on, a flight doesn't even take that long. I mean, packing and everything should only take maybe a day, and then another day to get it there, another day to fly it, and then bring it to you. I don't know. Not 60. Or even 30 for that matter. Yeah, but what do I know? I've never worked in the mail business or whatever. I know my pal Reason has. Homie Reason. He has experience with it, so he should know. He's a truck driver now. Got them peoples in there. And at least give them eyes. There we go. Now they has eyes. Well, it's been an hour and a half since I started. I really want to improve this, but that might have to wait until tomorrow because my back's hurting as usual, and so is my knee. My knee's been killing me ever since I got home again. All that moving, man, screwed up my knee so bad. Figures come from China, but maybe from China of the universe 314 planet 6 or something like exactly. Don't forget the quadrants, quadrant 17, solar system 5 or whatever it is. Can't stream days. I'm sorry for you, Scatters. I really am. Freaking Cellcom. Alright, well, I guess with that, shoot. I hope my music hasn't been too loud. Apologies for that. I'm glad you like my dumb joke. Anyways, yeah, I think I'm gonna be dipping for now. I'm gonna try and draw again in the morning. If not, I'm gonna try to do either Saints Row 2 or more Soul Calibur 6. But I'm trying to save that for the evening time, so I can do like mission mode and mostly online, just screwing around. But you know me, I always want to do something new, so especially art. Art's a big thing for me. Hell, even Trop Mania again on keyboard this time, because I did Osu like a few days ago. So yeah, I guess with that I'm gonna end for now. I want to draw more, I really do, but like I don't want to push myself too much, you know what I mean? I want to get some decent sleep. But I really do appreciate everyone coming out. Yeah, Thought Mania on keyboard. Sadly, since I don't have my dance pads, I'm trying to get back into shape, so I'd have to run outside or do Pokemon Go or something, you know what I mean? Strength training would be nice. I really need to strength train more. Get something to do that. I gotta find a game that makes me strength train. I know there's stuff out there. Get a Wii Fit board or something. And new suffering video. Forgot to put the time in one image. I was like, darn. Now I need to cancel charge and rendering. Oh man, I hate that. See, that's why I usually stream, is because I don't like waiting for stuff to render and stuff, you know? Like, the only time I really make videos nowadays is either when I'm making songs, and that's very rare, or if I'm doing like a yearly highlight, so I don't have to worry about it for a year. And I'm actually due for a yearly highlight video pretty soon, so yeah. It especially depends on the quality that you're trying to render it at. Like 1080p, that's ridiculous. You don't even need to do 1080p. 720 is enough for me. Especially for this streams, like 720, 60 FPS looks way good enough for me. And I think the settings kind of reflect on that, you know what I mean? So, actually, let me flip this first. So let me flip this. Say my quick goodbyes, shout outs, all that good stuff. It's mostly been, whatchamacallits, Rodney here, Scatters, Sherry, can't forget Sherry, the homie Sherry, or Dyson. Real cool dude. The UE Monthly crew, go ahead and follow them. There's probably, I think they're still streaming Soul Calibur 6. So, sorry for the spread eagle again. I'm just very much getting comfortable with no chair, sitting on a pillow. So, work in animations, it's hard work. You can do. I'm actually trying to get to that point. Krita actually animates, and that's a free program, so I want to try and do that as my animating program. Maybe work up to that. I've actually seen some decent animations in Krita, but it's a lot of copying and pasting frames and stuff, as it always is. So, yeah, should be fun. I'll hopefully start with something simple and cute, you know. You prefer drawing because I normally draw like that. Yeah. The thing is that it's also really nice to work out of your element. So, you know, it's all evolution. Sometimes you gotta bite the bullet and just do what you need to do. You know, if you're gonna make it like a business, you're gonna like evolve yourself. That's why I kind of tried to start with digital art first, is because that's still the hot thing, is to do digital art because it's easier. Materials aren't expensive. As a matter of fact, it doesn't cost anything if you do it right. Yeah, frames are hard work. Like Mugen shit, yeah, that's crazy sprite work. Sprite artists, they have my respect, man. Even if it's copyrighted stuff, like that stuff still takes time. So that's good for them. They can make whatever money they want off of that. So in the meantime, yeah, I'm gonna try and do my own YCHs, and you too, Scatters. Definitely try and do those as well. I'm sure you can very much improve. You know, get more people's attention, but you gotta kind of, you know, do your research too. See why these people are so popular for what they do. That's just the way the business world works, you know. In a community where there's so many people already trying to compete with what you're also trying to sell, you can't expect a lot of business. And, you know, I hardly even know what to say at this point with this, because we've already had these talks so many times. I don't know what else to add. So with that, I'm just gonna take my leave. But yeah, again, Scatters, UCB, or Guacamole, thank you for sticking with. Nobody on Picardo. Nobody on Pixel, it seems. Mixer, maybe next time. But until then, this is Two-Tailed Turkey sign off, y'all. Hope life treats you good. Copyright the UE Monthly Crew. Peace, y'all. Have a blessed day. Peace.